Hello, greetings, good people. Hey, it's me, Michelle Lang, and I'm just here to share some thoughts about some things, some things that are happening in history. Now, don't be fooled. History is not the days and times that happened a long time ago. History is happening right now, and you are sitting right in the middle of it, and I have some thoughts about the history that is unfolding around us. So, I was thinking about this situation that's happening at the college in Missouri. I don't know if it's a university or college. I don't know. Minor detail, doesn't matter. But in case you haven't heard, students and some faculty and some staff sort of banded together and essentially got their president fired, or at least got him to resign. And I don't know if you know, getting a president of a college to resign is a pretty big friggin' deal. It's gonna happen. They don't just leave those jobs, right? It's pretty major. There's postal workers, and then there's presidents of colleges. It's just not gonna happen. They don't just leave those jobs, right? And so they got this president. I think his name is Wolf, which is pretty ironic when you kind of put that together. Kind of more like a Chihuahua. Was a wolf part of the cat family or the dog family? I feel real blonde right now. Feeling real Jessica Simpson, Christina Aguilera, although she's not a real blonde. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Okay? Neither is Beyonce, by the way. Beehive, zzz, zzz, zzz. Calm down. Love the queen. Anyway. Now let me just pause for a second. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I need you to put this video down, and I need you to pick up a newspaper or go online to the New York Times or do something besides watch Love and Hip Hop or Scandal, because real life is not happening on Love and Hip Hop or Scandal. Maybe on Scandal a little bit, but just a little bit, because Shonda, man, she's a G. She's a G. Anyway, go read about this before you let me tell you about it, because I should not be your source of news. Pick up a book. Pick up a book. So here's what happened. Students thought that this president was being kind of disrespectful on the racial tip, sort of endorsing or at least, being indifferent about policies and about some actions that were happening on campus that they considered racist, and, sort of had some viable evidence, that stuff was racist. Or at the very least, they wanted the president to talk to them about this stuff that they considered racist or rooted in systematic racism. The president, he kind of came off like, he don't care. He don't agree, and he don't care. And so they asked for meetings with the guy, and again, he don't care. And so they said, well, we're not playing no more football until this guy quits or until he's fired. Did you hear that? The football team said, we're not playing no more unless that guy gets fired. Do you know that the only reason some guys are in college is to play sports? That's the only reason. Not books, not career, not education, maybe girls, maybe guys, but to play sports. So for a football team to say, we are not going to play our sport until you get rid of this guy, that's pretty badass. It's pretty badass. So anyway, this little show is called Excuse My Language. So, if I say anything that's offensive or out of line, excuse my language. I don't mean no harm. I'm just sharing my thoughts about my opinions and my opinions about my thoughts, people. So anyway, they protested and the president stepped down and resigned, and let's get back to life, which is kind of the problem, is nobody wants to get back to life. They actually want to see some change happen. So anyway, I digress. So here's my thing. Here's what I want to talk about. I'm not so sure I agree with firing people. I'm not. That the best plan of action is to get people fired. Or, I'm just not. I know. I already know. Some of you are like, Michelle, he needed to be fired. He needed to go. He's the problem. Crooked cops are the problem. Crooked teachers are the problem. Crooked blah, blah, blah. Those people are the problem, and they need to get fired. Hey, are people who promote and agree with institutionalized racism and oppression and injustice, they need to get fired. Need to get fired. I know that's what we think. But I don't think getting individuals fired or to get them to resign or to completely decimate their career or their reputation, I don't know if I think that's the right answer, people. Because really what happens is this. You fire the individual, right? And then what happens is we all think that the problem has actually been addressed. So we think, because you fired Wolf, that now the problem at the college or the university in Missouri has been dealt with and has been rectified and has been fully addressed, and we can all go back to life because we got the prez fired, or we got the bad cop fired, or we got the movie executive fired, or we ruined their reputation, or, we black Twittered them, or whatever. But here's the thing. It's kind of a sneaky Pete way of thinking. Because if you fire the individual, or if you ruin the individual, and then everybody goes back to class, everybody goes back to work, everybody goes back to life, like problem solved. No. It's not. That's just one person. There's still some issues that we all still have to sit at the table, talk about, think through, process, strategize, fix again, fix it again, fix it again, fix it again, and then maybe we're better. But just firing somebody? That's a sneaky peek. That's a sneaky peek. That's a sneaky peek. You ever had somebody whose breath is really bad and you give them gum and you think, oh, this is going to fix the problem, but their breath is so bad that that one piece of gum is not even scratching the surface of their tongue? That's gross to even think about. Like whatever's wrong with their breath is internal. Think about that. Like it's coming from the inside, down in the guttural. That is a problem. So let me put it this way. You're not with me. You're not getting with me. And it's okay if you don't agree. It's okay. I'm just in my car talking, sharing my thoughts about my opinions and my opinions about my thoughts. You don't have to agree. Okay? But here's a thought. But I lived in Seattle for a long time, and I went to this one church for a really, really long time. And this church, great ministry, great worship, great word, great teaching, great people, great church. So when I say what I'm about to say, please don't forget that I said this was a great church, okay? Church. And I was part of the music ministry there. I was part of the praise and worship team, right? And so the praise and worship team, as great as it was, as great as the leadership was, et cetera, that's great, right? As great as it was, it had one flaw, major flaw. And that was, it had a dress code. You guys know, a lot of us, this might be a black people thing, so white people, if you're listening right now, do not be alarmed. This is kind of a black church thing. You have a dress code, right? Where you're supposed to wear a certain color, a certain outfit, a certain whatever. And so we like to dress. What can you say? Temptations, Supremes, sue us, whatever. We came from slavery. We couldn't dress up. So now we dress up whenever we can. Okay? Deal. Another systematic consequence of racism. Okay? Okay? You get that? Okay? We spend money on clothes that we don't have to because. Okay? So anyway, on this praise and worship team, you had to wear certain colors on certain days. Like we really had a chart on this week of this month. You wore this color shirt, this color skirt, these color stockings, these color shoes. And even though nobody was checking your underwear, you should probably just make those match too, just in case you fell out and the Holy Ghost showed all your business. He's a sneaky peek. So we all have on our outfit in the colors. And Sister So-and-so, who, how can I say, she was girthy, plentiful. She was abundant. In terms of her physical structure, harvestful. Yes? Okay. Are we clear here? Are we clear? Get it? You get it. Okay. And so she had on her outfit just like everybody else had on their outfit. But her outfit was, probably a signature polyester blend, kind of a polyester stretch blend. And it wasn't stretching all that good that day. It was trying, but it had reached its maximum stretch that day. It was all stretched out. So the wardrobe director, that's a real thing. That was a real thing. Sometimes I wonder, what the heck was I thinking? What the heck was I thinking? Like I regularly wear jeans and sweats and t-shirts to church now. So I don't know how the heck I did this for so long, but I did. When you know better, you do better. Anyway, wardrobe director basically banned everybody from wearing this particular polyester stretch blend of fabric. What was I thinking? I get it. Everybody thinks problem solved. Nobody can wear polyester stretch blend when they sing, so it's all good. No more distractions. Problem solved. The problem is, Sister So-and-so is somewhere right now, still wearing a polyester stretch blend. Because here's the thing, nobody actually went to Sister So-and-so and said, Sister So-and-so, you cannot wear that. That is not a good look for you. Right? Problem not solved. Problem not addressed. Not fixed. Not discussed. Problem not solved. Then we can trick ourselves into thinking that we really did the work. We're just so impatient and intolerant of helping people go through a process, right? As if we have never messed up, as if we've never screwed up, as if we've never needed a second chance. One more chance. One more chance. Lillian, huh? As if we never needed a second chance. We just sort of are really quick to just sort of throw individuals and just throw them to the wind like, they're the problem. They're the problem. They are the problem. I did this song one time called Willie Will was a guest rapper on that song. And he had this part in his verse where he said, so please, can you give me a tissue and give me some time to deal with my issues? Like when I had to come through and you had issues, we all got issues. But you forget that. I forget that. When it's not me, when I'm not the one under fire, I forget that I have issues. And maybe I need you to help me deal with my issues. Maybe. Newsflash. We still have to do the work. We still have to talk. We still have to rethink America. We still have to rethink racism. We still have to rethink justice and injustice. We still got to do the work. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Can we all do the do the work. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I think I'm right. I really do. What do you think? What do you think? I want to know. Do the work. Love you guys.